Hey yo, welcome back to Slowpoke. I've got a deck which has one of the most underrated and overlooked cards in his battle style league so far. This Primeape can hit up to 340 damage. Yes, you heard me right, 340. Let's get involved with the deck, shall we? But who are we partnering this Primeape with? Let's have a look. So we're going to start off with good, sturdy Donphan. Stage 1 Pokemon, 150 HP, with the really efficient attack. Earthquake, 1 energy, do 120 damage, and you do 20 to all your bench Pokemon. Now, normally, doing 20 to all your bench Pokemon is a bit of a drawback. But when you see this Primeape, you understand why that's actually extremely beneficial, whilst doing an extremely efficient poke, 120 damage. One shot to and Crobats as well, don't forget this. Now, unfortunately, we're not playing Memory Capsule, so we can't use the cheeky Panphy. But worth noting that return attack is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the cool Primeape though. Jeez, oh my lord. Guys, that was Primeape, single strike. Stage 1 Pokemon, 120 HP. With 2 attacks, you got Field Crush, 1 for 20. And you discard any stage you've been playing. Now, I love me some 1 energy attacks. You never know when it could come up. You know, we've got Weakness, we've got the single strike energy getting involved. We've got Dojo. That 1 for 20 could be a meaningful poke at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if you can push that into one shot and enemies and Crobats. But Frenzy Bomb is the main reason we play this card. Look at this. So for 2 fighting energy, you do 50 times each one of your bench Pokemon that have damage on. So if we have a full bench with damage on, all our Pokemon on the bench have damage on, right? That's 250 for 2. Okay. Dojo, what's that? 290. Let's say we have 1 strong energy, single strike energy. What's that? 310. And Leon, 340. Yeah, that's right, 340. Worth noting, I don't know how, I haven't played this yet. I'm looking to get some testing done, but that doesn't seem like a terribly hard turn to have, in my opinion. You know, we just set up some Donphans, we build a Leon in our hand, we have stadium in play, we have EXP shares, all that good stuff. It doesn't sound too hard to do, let me tell you. There's the Mankey. Now, we're not sure what the Mankey does, so I've just got some random Mankey in for now. We've got a Jinx as well to help us out. Don't forget about Jinx. Basic Pokemon, 80 HP, the ability Ominous Posture. Once during your turn, you can move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another one. What this is really good for, let's say you have to bench a Pokemon to stay in the game. You know, put out like another Panpy. You can then move a damage from a Donphan, let's say, back down onto that, so you can get a nice big fat Primeape. That's the idea. And let's just heal a little bit as well. We have a relax up in handy. We got ourselves Mew to stop our opponent doing bench damage, because we are doing 20 to all our bench. And we do have some evolving basics here. The last thing we want is for our opponent to have some cheeky bench damage in as well. So we've got Mew to stop that with a bench barrier, obviously stopping our opponent from doing bench damage. And then we've got Oranguru with the Primate Wisdom. Now, a deck like this, I think consistency could be a bit of an issue. We don't want to have too many Dennis and Crobats. So we've got a Primate Wisdom here. Let's just take the top card from our deck and swap it with a card from our hand. We have a thin line of Rotom as well to help us draw through the deck. That being said, we still have 1 Dene though, because sometimes a bailout Dene is all you need in the game just to stay in there, you know what I mean? 4 Professor's Research, best supporter in the game. We discard our hand, draw 7. We are trying to evolve multiple stage 1s here, so be able to see 7 cards a turn. Probably, you know, keep you in the game and with the best support you want to see. Let me tell you, you're never sad to have a research in your hand, unless you've already got 1. We've got 3 Marnie. Now, I'm not a fan of Marnie, in all honesty. I would be tempted to try the new Karina in here, but the problem with that is we have a lot of evolving Pokemon, so Karina in evolving deck might not be the best. So we're going to settle on some Marnie. You know, I mean, it's not bad, is it? We get 5 cards, our opponent gets 4. A little bit of assumption for this. If we can combine that with a KO, we're asking our opponent a lot. Remember, we are predominantly a 1-price deck here. 3 Boss's Orders. Now, we have to play some Boss's Orders, right? I feel as if we can't really play too many. We got 3. We all know how good Boss's Orders is, right? You know, swapping our opponent. Really good picking up Crobats and the Denes, because we're pretty much an all fighting deck, so we can just smite them, let me tell you. And then we got 2 of the Leons, like I said. Being able to reach into VMAXs, I reckon it just seems insane to me. And I want to try and make that happen as often as possible. So what the Leon will do will really push that Primate into silly numbers. And helps improve our 2 shots on our Donphan as well. So there's that to think about in combination with Dojo. So the Leon's going to let us get into some silly numbers our opponent won't be expecting. I know if I was playing against Donphan, I wouldn't expect the Leon to drop, and I'd really play around it. So I wouldn't play around it, I should say. It's a little get used to some prize carries. And when we're a 1 prize deck and our opponent gives up 3 prizes and we can easily pick off Crobat and Dedenne, one cheeky Leon KO is going to swing you the game, let me tell you. Okay, now we've got Martial Arts Dojo. Really cool cards in here as well. This is going to be one of the catalysts to help us reach the big dirty numbers. What Martial Arts Dojo does, any Pokemon has a basic fighting energy attached, does an extra 10 damage. That's pretty cool. But if we're behind on prizes, which chances are it will be with a single prize deck, they do an extra 40 damage. So Earthquake is now doing a mind-altering 160. Frenzy Bomb now starts doing silly damage, like, you know what I mean? Like, we are always going to try and have a full bench of damage Pokemon. So, like I said, I mean, Primeape gets up to 340, so don't worry about him. But just a little bit of extra damage never hurts anyone, and 40, in my opinion, is a lot of extra damage. Not a little bit, that's a lot of extra damage. You know what I mean? For Quickball, yeah, we're trying to set up multiple stage 1s here, aren't we? So we need, you know, we need Quickball to search our Pampi, search our Mankey, search our Oranguru, search our... It basically searches out everything apart from our Evos, right? And we have some really good basics like Jinxes and Mew and Oranguru. For Pokemon communication, we do play a fair few Pokemon, so Pokemon is universal deck search, but I see no reason to play it in here. 3 Rotom Phone. Now I said this is going to help us shore up our consistency, because if we're trying to line up the Leon turn, right, we're not going to be able to play Research to find it or Mine to find it, right? So Rotom Phone helps us dig for the Leon turn when we need it, but it also helps us dig for these, the single strike energy. Now, worth noting, these cannot be attached to Donphan. These have to be attached to a single strike Pokemon. So hopefully the Mankey will be single strike, and Primeape, we all know Primeape definitely is. But what these do, these stack as well. If attached to a single strike fighting or dark type, they provide a fighting or dark type energy, but the Pokemon attached you do an extra 20. So if we have 2 of these, our Primeape is doing an extra 40 damage. Ooh, and Rotom Phone Oranguru helps us dig for these. These are sacred. We're gonna look after these. Honestly, it's insane. Primeape reaches numbers it really has no right to be hitting. Trust me, I can't wait to give this deck a whirl. We got 3 Switch. Because Switch, we have got some big chunky Weezers. But worth noting, most of our attackers can attack for 1 energy. Well, Donphan. And most of these guys will treat for 1. So you could argue like a U-turn board, or like could be better in here. I've opted for 3 Switch. And then we've got 3 EXP share. Now, as you can see, the last 4 cards are going to be energy, right? 5 cards are going to be energy. So we ran into a little bit of a problem here. My initial first draft of this list made use of Karate Belt, but then I remembered if we use Karate Belt we play Karate Belt with the idea of we have 1 strong energy attached to Primeape, we have a Karate Belt, then we can pop off for 1 energy. And in theory we can, but that means we're not getting Martial Arts Dojo value, and I think Martial Arts Dojo value might be stronger, because I feel as if with the EXP shares, stick them on a Mankey, we should have too much trouble attacking. What EXP share does, in case you don't know, when your active Pokemon is knocked out, you can move one of the basic energy attached to that Pokemon and attach to the Pokemon with the XP share. So the idea is we can just, you know, have a couple fighting energies knocking about, preserve them throughout the game, so we always get max value from our dojo. So let me know what you think. Are you convinced with Primeape? Does doing 340 sound good to you? It sounds amazing to me. Let me know what you think. I've actually got another Primeape list as well. I'll be dropping soon, and I've got multiple other battle styles decks. Let me just scoot over here. Look at all these battle style decks. We're gonna come back now. Don't want you to get too much. So if you want to see what those battle style decks are, make sure you smash that subscribe button and check the playlist out down there. I've got quite a few already ready to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.